Okay. All right. So, welcome all of you to this ISCLS 2024 conference. And out of which 10 have been accepted. So 10 full papers will be presented in the conference. And we followed a very rigorous review process. So at least 3 reviews per paper. And sometimes, because we could not decide, a 4th review was brought in. And the entire program committee discussed the merits and demerits of each paper, and then that was accepted. And I'm glad to say that the accepted papers are from diverse fields of Sanskrit computational linguistics, as we will see in the program, and from diverse regions. It is from Europe, Russia, USA, and of course, India. And other than that, the other highlights of the program include we have 18 demonstrations of various tools in Sanskrit computational linguistics and even Pali computational linguistics that also are slated over this 2.5-day symposium. And we have 4 invited talks. A very interesting panel on AI and Sanskrit. This we thought is now AI is something you may like it, you may not like it, but you cannot deny it. So you have to have something that speaks about what is the future of Sanskrit computational linguistics vis-a-vis AI. And that's about it from my side. Just want to thank all the Just want to thank, first of all, the steering committee. The steering committee is the one that holds this whole ISCLS together. From one edition to the next edition is the steering committee that holds, that guides, that actually suggests the path forward, etc. And then the program committee was formed. The program committee is formed for each symposium separately. And as I said, the program committee plays the most vital role in putting up a nice program. So not only just it invites submissions, it also popularizes it. It asks, it requests submissions from different ends, and then the actual review process is done by the program committee. And of course, thanks to Martin, the organizing chair, and his team here at Auroville for making this happen physically. And I thank the web chair, Rishikesh, for putting up the website and making sure all the things are happening. And the authors are the most, probably the most important thing after the participants, the authors and the speakers, because they submitted very interesting and strong papers. We have this symposium. So I thank the authors again, not only just the full papers, but also the demonstration papers. One thing to note is the demonstration papers will not appear in the proceedings because we consider it as team building. So just letting each other know what we are working on so that later on a much stronger paper can come out. But I thank all of them for coming here and presenting. Some of them will be online, but mostly people are here offline. So the speakers, as I said, there are 4 invited speakers. All of them, as you have probably found out in the program, are very accomplished people. They are very busy, but they have still given their time to come here and deliver these invited talks. And finally, the participants. As I said, a symposium, the most important part are participants. So please do enjoy the symposium. There is nice food, nice ambience, nice papers, and so there should be nice discussion also. So please talk to each other and let this community grow manifold. Thank you all. So I now hand over to the organizing chair.
Okay. Thank you, Arnab, for the wonderful introduction. And firstly, welcome everyone to Auroville. It's really been working for about a year on this, and we want you to experience this very unique place. It's in India, but it's also very international. It's a UNESCO recognized project that's dedicated to human unity. And Suresh, would you put the slides also? So I just wanted to welcome everyone. And in the Charter of Auroville, it was to be a place that was a bridge between the past and the future. So this symposium is very much so taking something from more than 2 millennia and bringing it also into the 21st century. We'll be having a panel, special panel on on AI and Sanskrit, and it's very exciting to see everyone here. And 4 years and 4 months ago, we were in Kharagpur. We didn't know that the world was going to shut down for a few years. And I remember saying, let's do it in Auroville. And we did it. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who made this happen. And it's going to be a wonderful symposium. And firstly, I thank the Shri team, Sanskrit Research Institute. You'll see we're with the blue tags. This is us, and you can come to us for any questions. So this is Daniel, Gali, Gauri, Kumud, Rene, Sashka, and Svetlana, who has come a few weeks ago from Russia to join our team and help us. Thank you so much for making this such a wonderful symposium. And my second thanks is to those who've come. We have people from 9 countries here that I've counted. Austria, China is registered also, and France, Germany, India, Italy, Russia, Serbia, South Africa, and the US. So thank you for traveling across the ocean to be here in Auroville. And of course, the 16 other members of the steering committee and for the ISCLS, thank you for all the work behind the scenes and to make this happen. And then the sponsors, Darohar and Sangra, some of you are here with your representatives. Stichting Desire in Holland, the International Association of Sanskrit Studies, which also is putting on the World Sanskrit Conference in Nepal in December, and Indica Foundation. Thank you for your sponsorship to allow us to do the symposium so beautifully. And also in Auroville, thank you to Sire and also the Auroville Foundation and the project for letting us have this here. And many projects, and you all have received a gift bag. These were donations from Auroville projects that have been made in Auroville by residents of Auroville. So thank you to the Auroville units that have supported us. And some of you are staying in Ostel, which is a beautiful setting on Auroville Repos Beach. And there is the Gellout family and Ostel. Thank you, because they've given a very big grant to support the subsidy of that. And I'll go through a few logistical matters. So breakfast is here daily. We are all eating together, and lunch. And tomorrow we will have a performance by Professor Kim Kunio. He's the head of School of Music, Australia National University, and his wife Heather. They will be putting on a very special and very thematic performance. He's a very accomplished musician, and I really look forward to sharing that with you. So breakfast tomorrow is 8:30. And on Saturday, it will be at 9 a.m. So just be aware of the change. And then there will be a tea break, 11 to 11:30 today, and a second tea break from 3:30 to 4. Lunch is served at 1 o'clock today. It's mostly from the Auroville farm, so mostly what you're eating is grown around us. There's very low food miles, and it's almost entirely organic. Actually, it's fully organics. And there's a bus for those staying at Ostel. Arjun is the manager there at Ostel, and the bus will be leaving half an hour before you need to be here based on the daily schedule. And if you see anyone with the blue colors, that is the Shri team, and you can ask us anything about Auroville. There's a few interesting places around. So just next door is Savitri Bhavan. It's actually a building built about Savitri, and it's always having beautiful exhibitions, and you may visit. There are some visiting hours during the day, and feel welcome to just walk there and explore it. A few hundred meters this direction is the Auroville Visitor Center. You'll find many shops and some cafes and many different restaurants Auroville is having people from more than 60 countries, so you'll see incredible diversity in anything that's happening here. And next door is Solitude Farm. It's a famous South Indian farm where they do what's called farm to table. So even though we have the pleasure of feeding you mostly, if there is a gap for a meal, you can go there and they basically feed you what they grow in that farm. It is Krishna, who is from England, and his wife from Tiruvannamalai, and they have created this beautiful space. And also, walking distance is the Tibetan Pavilion. The Dalai Lama has been here many times to Auroville, and it is an exhibition and an interesting place. Sometimes there are events. There's also the Park of Unity, which is in the center, in the absolute midpoint of Auroville is the Peace Park, dedicated to world peace and human unity. And there's the Matra Mandir. And if you would like to visit the Matra Mandir or the Park of Unity, be in touch with one of us and we will help you with the protocols. There's a protocol and you should book in advance at least a few days before. I don't know if it will be feasible during the symposium, but afterwards, maybe if you're staying on for one day, we can help to arrange a visit to the Matra Mandir. If you haven't been there, it's highly recommended. Drinking water, we don't use plastic inside of Auroville, and there's a very pure aquadine that is dynamized and filtered water by our water project, and it is available on tap free of charge at the venue. And we have 2 WhatsApp groups. One is official announcements where we will post any changes to the schedule or anything important. And then one is a social. Feel free to use the social group to interact with each other and share ideas and connect with each other while we are here. And I hereby hand over to the first session that we will be doing. It will be Professor Gerard Huert will chair that, and it will be Professor Sampadananda Mishra, who is a frequent visitor of Auroville and very much close collaborator with Auroville. So thank you, everyone, and welcome, and ask us anything, and have the most wonderful 7th ISCLS in Auroville. Thank you.